Well, welcome to week 5 of Explore the Bible. Hey, I hope you had a great Christmas, and look what comes next. It's 2021. Can you believe it? We're going to make it. We're going to make it to 2021. 2020 will be in the rearview mirror. Thankful for that. Looking forward to continuing in our passage this week as we continue in the study of Luke, and excited about what God's going to teach us out of this. Great passage, a great story. This is one that as a parent you read and it just tears your gut up to read. Boy, it's tough. It's a tough one to read, certainly. But let's go into Luke chapter 2 today. It says, after those days were over, as they were returning, this is Mary and Joseph, the boy Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem. Okay, so they've gone to Jerusalem. They've been there for Passover, but Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem, but his parents did not know it. Assuming he was in the traveling party, they went a day's journey. Then they began looking for him among their relatives and friends. Oh, can you imagine? They have been traveling for a day, figuring he's with somebody else. Okay, they're kind of in a traveling party. They're in a bunch of people that have gone for Passover. Now they're headed back home, and they discover that Jesus is not there. Can you imagine the panic as they start going through the different ones, talking to his friends, the parents of his friends, and where is Jesus? Where have you seen him? When did you see him last? Where did he go? And they've gone a whole day before they realize he is not there. He's not in the group. Well, what do? Take a nap? Well, in the morning we'll turn around and go back, right? Wait, man, you turn around and you go back, right? Immediately, we are going back in the middle of the night. We're going back because we've got to find them. I mean, think about this. There are literally hundreds of thousands of people that have come to Jerusalem for this time. There are hundreds of thousands of people from all over the area, all over the Mediterranean area, the known world have come to Jerusalem for this time. And now their 12-year-old son is missing. He's missing. What would you do? When they didn't find him, they returned to Jerusalem to search for him. Of course they did, right? After 3 days. Don't miss that. 3 days. This means 4 days total, right? They've been gone a day. Took them a day to get back, right? All night long. And then 3 more days. So it's been 4 days of searching for Jesus. He's been missing for 4 days. Let me ask you how you feel on day 2. How you feel on day 3? Moms and dads, it's tearing you up, isn't it? It's tearing you up. On day 4, they found him in the temple, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. And all of those who heard him were astounded at his understanding and his answers. Man, this is tough. This is tough. 4 days they go. And they go to the temple and find him not where they expected to look, right? 12-year-old boy is not supposed to be in the temple. That's not where he's supposed to be. He's certainly not for 4 days. He's been there, right? They are looking for him, and they find him there, and he's sitting among the teachers. And he's listening. That's important, right? He's listening to them, and he's asking them questions. And no doubt they're asking him questions too, because it says everybody who heard him was astounded at his understanding and his answers. So he's probing them. Okay, now, I don't know, and I'm going to just tell you, I don't understand how the second person of the Trinity, God, inhabits the body of this 12-year-old little boy. And somehow this ability of him to know and yet not know, right? His ability to ask questions, his ability to learn and grow at the same time that he is God in the flesh. I don't get that. I don't know that. And not being there, we can't understand it. And this is like our only insight. This is it, right? It's all we got. So he's listening and he's asking questions and he's answering questions because he is God. He does know the answers. I mean, they're not going to stump him. And yet, part of the humility of Jesus coming to earth and taking on the form of a man is giving up that immediate, full knowledge, as well as giving up the full power, right? The omnipresence he gives up. He sacrifices that to become a man. So he sets those things aside for this time period. Okay? I don't get all of that. I know it's true. I just don't get it. Okay? So, when his parents find him, wow. Just, you can picture this, right? And if you want to read it with a Jewish accent, go ahead. When his parents saw him, they were astonished. That's an interesting word, astonished. They could not believe it, right? And his mother said to him, I think this is so good. His mother talked to him, right? Not his father. His mother said to him, son, why have you treated us like this? Why have you done this to us? Anybody ever heard this question or made this question? What are you trying to do? Kill me? Why have you treated us like this? What are you doing? What were you thinking? Look at how you have treated us, your parents. All right? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you. We have looked everywhere for you. We have been trying to find you. We have searched everywhere for 4 days. We have been looking for you. Why have you done this to us? And look what Jesus says. Why were you searching for me? Didn't you know it was necessary for me to be in my Father's house? Your father and I have been anxiously searching. Didn't you know I would be in my Father's house? Gets that? There's a little bit of, and again, I don't get this. 12-year-old little boy, son of the living God, in one, right? I don't get it. But here we have a little bit of this delineation. Jesus has to let Mary know and make sure Mary and Joseph know who his father is and what his business is, and that he is about his business already doing his stuff, doing his work. When what you thought, this is what it is. All right? I got to do my business. Didn't you know it was necessary? It is necessary. I must be in my Father's house. You should have known where I would be. Why were you looking all over the place? Why didn't you just come here? Don't you remember who I am? All right? Do you remember? Have you forgotten? Have you gotten so comfortable in the relationship that we have in the house and you're mom and dad and I'm the kid that you forgot that I'm actually the Son of the living God? Right? The Son of the Most High? Have you forgotten who I am? In 12 years, right? I mean, remember, we went from, a few days after the birth to 12 years. Maybe they'd forgotten. Maybe she'd forgotten what Simeon had said. Or maybe not forgotten, but maybe it had been pushed to the back of her mind. And now there's a time for a reminder here. It's a harsh one, isn't it? That's a hard one to take. I mean, what's she going to say? Oh, yeah, that's right. Sometimes the Lord does that to us, doesn't he? Where he just kind of hits us over the head with a 2x4 to get our attention and remind us of who he is and who we are. Then he went down with them and he came to Nazareth and he was obedient to them. His mother kept all these things in her heart. And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and with the people. Jesus grew up. It's really interesting, isn't it? This dynamic of who he is from their eyes and from God's eyes and what they know and what, is reality. and how they interact and his humility. The Son of the Most High God goes home with Mary and Joseph and was obedient to them. Humility and humiliation. All right? He's the Son of God. He's listening to his mom tell him to take out the trash. Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and with the people. This is the human, right, Jesus, right, as they saw it from here, not from there, but from here as they saw it, right, how he grew and how he matured. Whew, it's good. Hey, I hope this has helped. I hope it's up to you. I think it's a great passage. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe to our channel. Share this with some people this week, people who need to know about what's going on, and maybe it will help them as they do their preparation or as they study. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Subscribe to our channel. And let's enjoy 2021. What do you say? Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.